So I want to share a few highlights then of what's in the happen around here. So
the question was, what's in government make of the entire situation?
At the lay me premise, sir. At the lay me premise. Let me get the opportunity. I mean, this is not also a public education forum. So now places like Zimbabwe, for example, where they go. Now places like Zimbabwe, for example, the cost as much as $2.15 $53. Now Seychelles, it costs as much as $1.54, $1.54. Now Malawi, about $1.42. So we not even there amongst one of the most expensive in the country.
Oh my God!
You know, guys, let that sink in. Sierra Leoneans, if you guys think the situation as it is going to get any better, you're lying. It's not going to get any better. You know, these guys are not listening. These guys are not listening to the people. These guys are not listening to anybody. If then guy get in mind for tell European Union, for challenge European Union, we tell them say they not get tossed in neck and PPRC and the police and the judiciary. If they get in mind for challenge the European Union where they feed them, tell me who else they not go stand up against. These guys are not willing to learn. This minister, what are the area? So with everything that he's saying, I want to take out one thing from this whole thing. This not Maori buy petrol for himself. Not Maori even pull chop money for himself because everything is done by the state. This man, based on our calculations this morning with Cashbox, this man they receive at least about 40 gallons of fuel every week. Every week, then in 180 liter. Picture the 180 liters of fuel times, you know, the price at 15,000 leons for a liter. That country right now, it comes to 2.7 million leons. That's not by week. So at the end of the month, this guy is getting about 11 million worth of gas, petrol, right? You know, they buy nothing. So when they tell you, say, go to Guinea, go buy, it's a lie. These are the guys we have, though. At the end of the year, this guy is getting about 140 million leons worth of fuel. 140 million leons worth of fuel. I want you guys to really think about that. I want Sierra Leoneans to, you know, really reflect on that for a moment. But this is what we're dealing with. These are the people that we're dealing with. And that is why, if you think this situation is going to get any better, it's not going to get any better. I just want you guys to prepare yourselves for that, embrace yourselves for that. It's the reality. That is what is happening. It's sad, it is terrible, it is pathetic, but it's the fact. That's what we have to deal with. So at the end of the year, this guy, ministers, they get 140 million leons, but the average Sierra Leonean, where the minimum wage is still about 500,000 to 600,000 leons, they suffer. Rest on dear, everything is expensive because when petrol price go up, everything is expensive. And remember, guys, we know why we deal with this like today, because of the thievery and corruption. There is no dollar in the system. They don't thief all the money. All the money they come and thief and convert it into dollar and get it and pick it and they flounce them all over the place. That is what is actually happening. So when you guys see these guys talk like this is what we're going to deal with until we vote them out in 2023, June 24th, 2023. You know, remind everybody, registration for open September 3rd to October 4th this year. Remind everybody, but that is what we have to deal with. These are the guys that we have to deal with. These guys are charlatans. They think they know everything, but they don't know anything. And they're not willing to listen to anybody. They are set in their ways. But this is what SLPP means. And that is why when these guys get out of power, they would never come back. They would never, ever, ever come back. That is what we have. So when I watch the rest of the video.
Do you conversion again? I come again a few days ago.
This now yesterday cost at the tell you, but Liberia, for example, they own a $5.66 when I in the own Liberian dollar. Wait to make we own a 15,000 as alone. If you want to compare the price to the whole of Africa, let me just level them first to the Mano River Union.
Low count Guinea we could so. Now last week at the Guinea.
Then in the last week, now yesterday you
expensive as last week.
Now yesterday you own cost I just put so.
Now they tell you so.
Me they put
more
yesterday.
Expensive
Yesterday and last week price.
Last week now between 16 to 17,000 leons. Converted. I mean they now me buy not to Google or reader, not to anybody. This
yesterday.
Is participants.
Let me tell you so. Yesterday.
Yeah, so Guinea not cheap pass. Let's get that one day.
Mr. Minister, they tell you say Guinea fuel currently for liter cheap pass salon. Why you think say you own facts for overseas me? When myself get a reliable information from Guinea. Because somebody did the way, if you want, we can call and compare.
No, not somebody. Google, do exchange rate.
I don't need for Google, Mr. Minister.
Right.
when you look at the fuel price now, Saloon, is higher than the 4 countries that will get in West Africa. So as a result of that, whenever there is the increment of prices in fuel, it gets the tendency to affect every aspect of the lives of the people. Because one, if we take into consideration the fact, say, most businesses depend on fuel. Plenty of business the way they do, especially for the common man, who they talk about microeconomics, small businesses then, through which way people they survive, depends on fuel. So the increment of fuel, they make we, now C4D, for short, may decide for do the press release. Now, make we look at them in a very, very broad perspective. Fuel, of course, we're very mindful, say, there is a crisis internationally, we affect the fuel price. But we also hold the view, say, the government get capacity for lower the prices of fuel. Because one, we look at the price per barrel presently internationally, make we say the price for barrel be between $105 to $108. When you look at one barrel comprised of 42 gallons and 159 liters. Now, if you convert the price of fuel, now Saloon, when at 15,000, is about $1.3. That is $1.30. If you look at that, if you calculate that into 159 liters, you get over $200, right? Around $208. So, if they buy fuel at $105 per barrel, which comprise of 159 liters, then the price so high, if find out say like 8 to 8, right? And we get for look at the situation of Sierra Leoneans. This particular increment in fuel now added burden to the already existing hardship where the people of Sierra Leone don't experience.